Welcome to the IPF World Championships here live in Istanbul, Turkey, where we have the women's sub-junior and junior 52 and 57 kilo classes. I am Ryan Six-Pack Lapidat, and we will be picking up, as always, in the squat event. I will give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Alico, whom supply all the equipment we're using today, including the platform, as well as SBD. You're going to see some of their lovely kits on some of the lifters here today, and you see them on the spotters and loaders supplying all the t-shirts. Here's a look at the running order for the 52, 57 classes, sub-junior and junior women's. And we will start in the sub-junior 52 kilo class with Nanil from Kazakhstan. 120 kilos for her. We will be bouncing around between the sub-juniors, juniors, and I'll let you know as the lifters come in. No doubt on depth there.
Lift is good. Bar is loaded.
And representing Slovakia, Carolina, 120 kilo as well. We're staying in the 52 kilo sub-juniors. Carolina Militova looks like she might have cut it a little short.
The next lifter is Giulia Gigliona from Italy.
Giulia Gigliona from Italy, 125 kilos for her opening squat. We're in the 52 kilo junior class now. Slow, controlled descent. Gets into the hole at depth. When you're slow and controlled like that, you let the refs have a lot of time to scrutinize your depth.
From USA, followed by Turcosa Denisa.
On the flip side, you're loading the suit. You keep control of the bar path. And representing US, Sarah Amaker, 127.5 kilos. We're in the sub-junior 57 kilo class now.
Time. Nice and tight. Tight. Push them. Give me that depth. Speed. Hold it.
Nice smooth opener. 3 white lights. Denisa Turkova from Czechia with 137.5 kilos for her opening squat. We're in the 52 kilo junior class. Asking for the bar to be centered. You can hear her coach in the background letting her know when she hits depth. You won't hear it on the replay here, but a slow and steady descent. And then once she hears her coach's voice, right there, comes back up with it. Beautiful bar path. Victoria Chikoka from Poland, 145 kilos. We are staying. No, we're going to jump in the sub-junior 52 kilo class. Three white lights, and she's on the board.
Bar is loaded.
Amina Karimova, representing Kazakhstan, 145 kilos for her squad opener. We are in the sub-junior 57 kilo class.
Good lift. The next lifter is Bipasha Think from India.
Bipasha Sai
150 kilos.
from
Bar
India,
is ready.
150 kilos. We're in the 52 kilo junior class. India well represented in these junior world championships in the equipped class. Singh, sorry.
Good lift.
Three white lights. India yesterday collected a couple world champions, at least one if I remember correctly.
From India,
Two,
Sejal Makwana,
being told by our producers.
150 kilo. Bar is loaded.
It's an indication of what's to come when you look at the Junior World Championships, what you might expect in the Open World Championships in a few years. Equipped lifting alive and strong in India. Makwana, 150 kilos. We're in the 57 kilo junior class.
Sejal Makwana, followed by Alexandra.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Makwana was helping coach and handle yesterday, pulling a little bit of double duty. And it is not easy doing that. You're in the warm-up room loading plates, wrapping knees, helping squat suits on, bench shirts on.
Good
2-1
lift.
it passes. It looked borderline on depth. We'll take a look at the replay here. This is the angle I believe that would have passed. Yeah, look good on this angle.
Bar is ready for Alexandra from Romania, 152.5 kilos.
Alexandra coming out to 152.5 kilos, representing Romania. in the 57 kilo junior class.
Two to one, Goodwin.
2-1, she's on the board.
Next lifter is from USA, Madeline Fitch. 155 kilos on the bar. Madeline, bar is ready.
Madeline Fitch, representing the U.S., 155 kilos. We're in the 57 kilo junior class.
Bar is loaded. Madeline Fitch.
Here you go, man. Be strong.
Makes easy work of it.
Good
3 white lights, she's on the board.
The next lifter is Shaikh Sadia Almas from India, 170 kilos. Followed by Susanna Kula from
And representing India, Sheikh
Bar is
Sadia
loaded
Almas,
for Almas.
170 kilos. We're staying in the 57 kilo junior class. Depth is going to be, yeah, that's what I expected. You can see in the replay here,
Susanna Kula from Poland, 195 kilos.
she hits maybe at the lowest
Emily
a
from
stitch over
Germany.
parallel. She's got 2 more attempts, but she's going to have to do better than that if she's going to get on the board. Susanna Kula of Poland, 195 kilos for her opening squat. We're in the 52 kilo junior class now. For a little perspective, the world record stands at 200 kilos. We're 5 below that. And she makes relatively easy work of that, so maybe we will see a world record attempt today.
The next lifter is Finner Emily from Germany. Bar is the same. 195 kilo. Bar is loaded.
Emily Finnern, representing Germany, 195 kilos. We're in this 57 kilo class.
Emily Finner opens up with his personal best. Give her a big hands for this lift.
Okay.
The last squat of the first round.
Eine durch. Und steh. Komm. Und weiter, weiter, weiter. Hot! Hot! Steh!
2-1, it's good. You heard the refs sometimes, or the coaches, sorry, letting the lifter know when they hit depth
From Slovakia.
so they don't go any lower than they need to.
Followed by Nino.
A peek on the board after the first round of squatting.
For Carolina.
We're getting close to a world record. Only time will tell. Up next, 120 kilo, Carolina Militova representing Slovakia. Almost lost it.
Next shipper is Nina Ablayeva from Kazakhstan, 130 kilos, followed by Julia from Italy. Bar is loaded for Nina Ablayeva.
Ninil Ablayeva representing Kazakhstan, 130 kilos. We're in the sub-junior 52 kilo class now. Makes relatively easy work of her second attempt.
Giuliana from Italy. Bar is loaded. 132.5 kilos.
Giulia Gliona of Italy, 132.5 kilos. We're in the 52 kilo junior class. Already in PR territory for the Italian. Three white lights. And I had mentioned earlier that we might see a world record. It looks like Kula from Poland will be attempting a world record in her second squat with a 202.5. Opting not to take the chip though, which is interesting. Sarah Amaker of USA, we're back in the 57 kilo sub-junior class with 135 kilos for her second attempt.
Strong setup. Good feet. Real tight. Push them out. Give me that down. Push them. Speed. All the way up. Hold it. Hold. Good job.
And just got word, Militova in the 52 kilo sub-juniors got her squat overturned. She had missed 120 as an opener, retook it in a second, initially got it. The jury has now overturned it. Now she's 0 for 2. Oh, I'm sorry. It got overturned and is now good. So now she's back on the board and can breathe a sigh of relief. And Denise Turkova of Czechia with 147.5 kilos in the junior 52s. Three white lights.
Next shipper is Victoria Chikora from Poland.
See here, once again, the coach is telling her when she hits depth. Comes out of the hole. And Victoria Chikoka of Poland, 155 kilos. We are in the sub-junior 52 kilo class.
Lift is good.
Lift is good.
Next lifter, Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan, 155 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, that was
Bar
about
is
borderline.
loaded.
You don't want to go any higher than that. And Amina Karimova representing Kazakhstan, 155 kilos. We're in the 57 kilo sub-junior class. Ooh. Looked like she was on her way, hit depth. Knees started coming in, and she could not regain. See, depth looked like it was on point. Knees come in about there. She can't get the form back.
Bar is loaded for Sejal Makwana
Makwana from India, 157.5 kilos for her second attempt. We're in the 57 kilo junior class. Makwana helped guide 2 Indian lifters to world titles yesterday. Lost her balance there. Just 8 seconds left. That's going to be tough. You got to get the squat command. 3, 2, 1.
Timeout.
And she's going to have to re-rack, timing out. You only have 1 minute.
Only. The next lifter is Bipasha Singh from India, 160 kilos.
Bipasha Singh from India, 160 kilos for her second attempt in the 52 kilo junior class.
Good man. Next lifter, Alexandra Kazakru from Romania, 162.5 kilos. Bar is loaded.
162.5 kilo for Alexandra, representing Romania in the 57 kilo junior class. 10 kilo jump from her opener. Oh, wow. A pause in the middle, but looks like she fought through it. No lift. So you're allowed to pause. The bar cannot go up, down.
From USA.
Seeing the replay here.
Still, bar is loaded.
Well, I don't know. I don't have the best view, though. Madeline Fitch of the U.S., 162.5 kilos for her second squat. Will she be the first 57 kilo junior to get a second squat in? Opportunity to start pulling ahead if she does.
Good day.
3 white lights.
The next lifter, Sheikh Sadia Almas from India. Bar is loaded, 170 kilos.
Sheikh
on the
Almas from
bar.
India, 170 kilos, missed it on her opener. Retaking it now. Staying in the 57 kilo junior class. See what the judges say about the depth this time. This time it's good. Seeing the replay.
The next
Small
is
adjustments.
Kula from Poland. This will be world junior
Lowers herself to
squat
parallel, then
record.
dips into the hole just for a
Big
brief
hands to
second, but it's long
Zuzana
enough.
Kula,
And
202.5
Zuzana Kula
kilo
in the 52 kilo
world
juniors
junior squat
will be
record.
attempting the junior world record with
Bar is
202.5.
loaded for
Opting
Kula.
not to take the chip. Looking at the projected, she's so far ahead, I don't think that's going to come into play anyways.
World junior squat record.
Spokojnie odejdź. Ustaw się. Kolana blokuj. I mocno teraz. Jedziesz. I góra.
Oh, wow. Titanic effort. Was it deep enough? It'll be right on that line, and it was. 3 white lights.
World squat record.
Zuzana Kula, representing Poland, takes the world record in the 52 kilo juniors, but does beg the question, how much more is in the tank after that?
Bar is loaded for
We got to be close to the limit, you would think. And Emily Finnern from Germany, 205 kilos for her second squat. We're in the 57 kilo juniors.
Okay, komm. Konzentrier dich. Langsam. Ruhig. Mach schnell. Tief Luft. Und komm, weiter, weiter, weiter. Halt, 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 halt. Hey.
Good
3
man.
white lights. And so far the tactic is working, but the coach yells out when you hit
Next
depth.
lifter is Karolina Milatova from Slovakia.
Slowly descends into the
Her
hole,
second lift
nudges
by
past,
the jury decision
parallel.
was good lift. Bar is loaded
and
for
we'll take a
Karolina
look at the standings.
Milatova.
After 2 rounds of squats, we have 1 more to go. Already a world record has fallen. This, of course, is spread out between 4 different classes, 57 and 52 kilo sub-junior and junior lifters. And now we have Karolina Milatova representing Slovakia with 130 kilos in the sub-junior 52 kilo class. Now, the judges aren't going to love that depth.
Good man. 2-1.
Stand corrected.
The next lifter is
Take a look at the
Giulia
replay.
Giuliana from Italia, 140 kilos. Bar is loaded for
The
Giulia.
jury is approaching, and I think they're going to overturn that. I'd have to agree. And Giulia Gliona of Italy, 140 kilos for her third and final squat in the 52 kilo junior class.
Good man.
And it's a good lift. Excellent attempt selection by
the
Team
jury
Italy.
decision, Carolina from Slovakia's lift was overruled. It was no lift. Bar is loaded for Ninel Ablayeva from Kazakhstan.
Ninel Ablayeva from Kazakhstan, 140 kilos for her third and final squat, 10-kilo jump from her second attempt. In the 52 kilo sub juniors, and again, you got to think excellent attempt selection. Any more would have been too much. Any less, they would have been leaving money on the table.
142.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Sarah.
Sarah Amaker of the U.S., 142.5 kilos for her third and final squat. Taking a 7.5 kilo jump from her second. We're in the 57 kilo sub juniors.
Good feet. Nice and tight. Push them. Give me that depth. Push them out. Speed. Come on. Hold it. Good job.
2-to-1 in passes.
2-to-1, good lift. The next lift is from Czechia, Denisa Turkova.
Denisa Turkova representing Czechia up next. 152.5 kilos for her third and final squat.
Loaded for Denisa.
We're in the 52 kilo junior class.
Good lift.
3 white lights and the lift is good.
Next lifter is Amira Karimova from Kazakhstan. 155.
Take a look at the replay here. Keeps the chest up, lowers into the hole. Her coach tells her when she hits depth. And when the fight comes on, the bar path gets a stitch wonky, but she's able to course correct. And 155 kilo loaded on the bar right now for Amina Karimova representing Kazakhstan. We're in the 57 kilo sub-junior class. She had missed this on her second due to depth. Gets it on the third.
Next lifter, Sejal Makwana from India. Followed by
Now,
Alexandra.
national team coach representing India, also on the platform as a lifter, Makwana, 157.5 kilos. Missed this on her second. If you remember, she had actually gotten it, stumbled at the top at lockout, needed to be caught by the spotters. The strength is there. Just got to gain a little bit of composure. Ooh, the knees are coming in. Does she? Looks like she again loses it though.
No lift. Next lifter, Alexandra
See on the replay.
from Romania. was 62.5 kilos, followed by Dipasha Singh
Hits
from
depth,
India.
and then the knees come in.
Bar is loaded
She
from
tries to fight
Kazakhstan.
to get the chest up, but in doing so, the bar just slides right off the back. She tries to stay with it, but easier said than done when you're strapped up in equipment. Alexandra representing Romania, 162.5 kilos in the 57 kilo junior class.
No win.
Nice catch by the spotters.
Next lifter is Dipasha Singh from India. Followed by Victoria from Poland. Bar is loaded
And
for Singh.
Singh representing India, 165 kilos in the 52 kilo junior class. She hit 160 kilos on her second attempt. Looks like she might be borrowing somebody's belt today. Depth is good, but weight's a little too much.
No lead. Next lifter, Victoria from Poland, 165 kilos. Bar is loaded.
165 kilos stays in the bar, but we're going to move to the 52 kilo sub-junior class, where Victoria, representing Poland, will take her third and final squat. It's going to be right on that line for depth, but she does lock it out. 2-to-1 it passes.
This is good. Next lifter, Madeline Fish from USA. Followed by Almas from India, Kula from Poland.
And Madeline Fitch in the 57 kilo juniors, looking to be the first 57 kilo junior to get her third and final squat. 170 kilos in the bar for her. Respectable 7.5 kilo jump. Nicely done. Little wobble at the bottom, but it doesn't stop her.
Good play.
Goes 3 for 3 in the squat event. Fitch in the projected is a podium favorite. What color is that medal going to be? Still yet to be decided, but going 3 for 3 definitely is going to help. Now, speaking of, Almas representing India with 175 kilos for her third and final squat. Also a podium favorite for the 57 kilo juniors. If she could collect these 5 kilos, it'll help build the case to hold off Fitch's campaign for the silver. It's going to be borderline. If I'm honest, I was kind of thinking it was going to swing that way. So in the projected now, only 2.5 kilos separate Almas from India and Fitch from USA in terms of the silver medal. We're moving back into the 52 kilo juniors, where Kula, representing Poland, will attempt to break the world record she just broke with 205 kilos. Now 202.5 looked like it was right on the limit. And I noticed Team Poland does not use chips. I recognize this when Agata Sitko was battling out with Jessica Bittner, and they opted not to take chips. You got to think you didn't necessarily have to move up 2.5 kilo here. Now, having said all that, in the projected, she is far and away got a massive lead. That might have moved better than her second attempt. Three white lights.
Next lifter, Finner
Last
from
squat
Germany,
of this flight,
215 kilos. Bar is loaded for
215
Emily.
kilos for Emily Finern in the 57 kilo junior class. 6.5 kilos below the world record.
Kontinuierlich Kampf, kleine Schritte, stabil. Festmachen, Kampf! Und weiter, 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 Kampf, 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 Kampf.
Oh, wow. Talk about a fight. That was one hell of a scrap.
Big hands to all of the lifters
You rarely
competing
see
in
a
the
squat
squats.
last that
One
long.
to the bench press.
Lowers herself
From that.
until her coach says that's depth. And then, wowzers, is that sticking point. A battle to get through, but she's good for it. And Emily rises up, gets 2-1. The squat passed. A look at the standings now. This is the sub-junior and juniors in the 52 kilo sub-junior class. Victoria from Poland takes the gold. In the 52 kilo junior class, it is Kula who takes the gold, as well as twice breaks the world record. In the 57 kilo sub-junior class, I just see the junior here, Emily Finern, representing Germany, who just squatted, takes the gold medal. And, I mean, that's what we got on the board. So don't go anywhere. We will be back in 20 minutes for the bench press event. Welcome back to the IPF World Championships live in Istanbul, Turkey. We have the women's sub-junior and junior 52 and 57 kilo classes. I am Ryan Sixpack Lapidat, and we are going to pick up with the bench press event. A quick look at the running order. I'll let you know when we jump between divisions
Ladies
of
and
the
gentlemen,
52,
we will start with
57
the bench
sub-junior
press.
and junior classes. Sub-junior, 18 and below, the year you turn,
Alexandra Kazako from Romania.
and junior, 19 to 23. Starting us off will be Alexandra from Romania with a 50 kilo opener. We're in the 57 kilo junior class.
Bar is loaded for Alexandra Kazako from Romania, 50 kilos. Followed by Nina Ablayeva. Good lift.
Lift is good, and that's how you want your openers to
Next
look,
lifter is Nina Ablayeva from
especially when it's
Kazakhstan, 55
with equipment.
kilos, followed by Karolina
The bench press
Milatova.
gets extra variables added to it, and the bench press already has a lot of variables. It's the only lift with 3 different commands: the start, the press, the rack. You add a bench shirt on there, you need all these points of contact: feet on the ground, they can't lift up, butt on the bench, head on the bench, elbows locked, motionless on the chest. And when you're a young lifter with all those variables, then you throw in the bench shirt, and the bar path becomes that much more important. Best to take the openers easy and pick a weight you can hit on any given day, maybe even hit raw. 55 kilo for Ninel Ablayeva of Kazakhstan. Smooth opener.
Good lift.
You'll also notice
Next lifter is
when these
Karolina
lifters come out, the
Milatova
bench
from
shirts look
Slovakia.
incredibly loose. They're
Bar
walking out
is loaded 55 kilos.
waving their arms even a little bit. And in the open, the bench shirts, you'll notice, they get a lot tighter, and some of the lifters can't even put their arms down, let alone walk waving them. Karolina Milatova, representing Slovakia, 55 kilos for her opening bench, 52 kilos sub-junior.
Good lift.
Good lift.
Next lifter, Denise Turkova from Czechia, 70 kilos. Followed by Bipasha Singh from India.
Denisa
Bar
Turkova,
is loaded for Turkova.
representing Czechia, 70 kilos even. We're in the junior 52 kilo class.
Good lift.
3 white lights, and
Next
she's on the
lifter,
board.
Bipasha Singh from India, 70 kilos. Followed by Sadia Sheikh Almas. Bar is loaded.
70 kilo loaded for Bipasha Singh of India. We're in the 52 kilo junior class. Bipasha, a podium favorite, pacing herself for a possible bronze medal or a silver medal. Good catch by the spotters.
No lift.
See what happened here on the slow-mo replay.
Next lifter
A
is
slow and
Sheikh
controlled
Sadia
descent.
Almas from India.
Gets the touch point on the
Bar is
chest,
loaded.
and off the chest you see the bar path goes way out. Bar drifted over towards her face, and you can't regain it when you're wearing a bench shirt. Almas from India now, 170 kilo for her. We're in the 57 kilo junior class. Another podium favorite. Almas neck and neck with Fitch from USA for that silver medal. Both of them pacing for the podium.
Next lifter, Victoria Kikora from
Battling it
Poland,
out to see what color the medal will be.
5 kilos, followed by Sarah Amaker from USA. Bar is loaded for Victoria.
Poland's Victoria, opening with 72.5 kilos in the 52 kilo sub-junior class.
Good lift. Next lifter, Sarah Amaker from USA, 75 kilos, followed by Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan.
You see the lifter hugging the bench with her thighs, heels together. You're allowed to do that. You just can't have your feet touching the upright on the ground. And Sarah
Bar
Amaker
is
of
loaded
US
for Sarah.
with a 75 kilo opener. We're in the 57 kilo sub-junior class.
Good setup. Good, up on traps. Squeeze bud. Squeeze that bar. Tuck him hard. Your spot. Your spot. Your spot. Your spot. Hold it.
Good lift.
Through white lights, getting
Next
coached
lifter,
all the way through by the
Amina
American
Karimova
coaching
from
staff.
Kazakhstan.
Important to
Bar is
find your
loaded.
touch point, especially wearing a shirt. Bar is motionless, gets the press command. And you see the feet way back. Some lifters like to hug the bench for stability. Some people like the feet way back. Legs flex for stability. Different styles in Amina Karimova representing Kazakhstan. 75 kilos for her. We're staying in the 57 kilo sub-junior class. And in the projected for the 57 kilo sub-juniors, Karimova and Amaker of US are neck and neck with 350 kilos. Tight races all around for these medals.
Good lift. Next lifter, Giuliana from Italy. 77.5 kilos. Bar is loaded.
Giulia Gliona from Italy, 77.5 kilos in the 52 kilo junior class. Giulia increasing her lead over Takova for a podium finish. But a lot of lifting left to go. She's got to get a bench on the board. Well, step one is done. Judges
Good
agree.
lift. Next lifter is Madeline Fitch from USA, 77.5 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Madeline.
Madeline Fitch representing US, 77.5 kilos for her opening press. driving her traps into the bench. She'll wedge herself in using the weight of the bar, plant her feet, get the lift off, and once her butt drops to the bench and she gets the start command, the feet, the head, the butt can no longer move. There it is. Nicely done. Textbook stuff right there by Fitch.
Good lift. Next lifter Sejal Makwana from India, 80 kilos. Bar is loaded.
Makwana representing India, just 21 years old, already a 10-year veteran, one of the head coaches on the Indian team, coached a couple lifters to a couple world titles herself, and now competing in the Junior World Championships in the 57 kilo junior class, opening with 80 kilos. It would take a major shakeup between Almost and Fitch battling for silver, but Makwana wants to stay tight as possible, and if one of them push each other too far,
Poland, 120 kilos.
she could seize the opportunity to get onto that podium.
Bar is loaded.
Susanna Kula in the 52 kilo junior class, opening with 120 kilos, broke 2 world records in the squat event. Important to keep in mind, if she doesn't register a total, those records are gone. She's by far and away the favorite to win this overall. I expect them to pace themselves in the bench press event. Pretty smooth press. What you'd expect for an opener. You don't want to gamble on an opener anyways. You certainly don't want to gamble when you have a squat world record in play.
40 kilos.
Emily Fenern of Germany, 140 kilos. We're in the 57 kilo junior class. Ooh. It was quick off the chest, but she might have cut that bar path a little early. She laughs it off. No worse for wear. She has 2 more attempts to get herself on the board. And after the first round of benching, 3 lifters failed to register a bench. It's an abnormally high failure rate for opening lifts. It makes things a little more dicey, a little more spicy, and second attempts are all that more important. Alexandra representing Romania, 57.5 kilos for her second attempt in the 57 kilo juniors.
Good lift.
Good
Next
lift.
lifter Nina Ablayeva from Kazakhstan, followed by Karolina Miratova. 60 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Ninel.
Ablayeva representing Kazakhstan, 60 kilo for a second attempt. In the sub-junior 52s,
Good lift. Next lifter, Karolina Milatova from Slovakia.
I believe
Bar is
pacing herself
loaded,
well for a
still
silver
60
medal
kilos on the
overall.
bar.
Moving into the 52 kilo sub-junior class, or staying into the 52 kilo sub-junior class, Militova from Slovakia with a 60 kilo second attempt. Oh, coming up a little bit uneven. It passes. One arm seemed to lock out before the other. You're allowed that. Just can't have up-down motion.
From India,
Oh,
70 kilos,
yeah.
followed by
It's
Alma
untidy, but it passes.
Bar is loaded for thing.
Bipasha Singh of India, 70 kilos. Missed this on her opener, retaking it now on her second attempt. We're in the 52 kilo junior class. Came up almost in segments, but it came up nonetheless. Oh, here's the thing, when it comes up in segments like that, is there down-up motion on the bar? We'll see in the replay.
From India, followed by Victoria from Poland.
And now she's in a bit of a, her
Bar
back is to the
loaded
wall. It's got to
for
be said.
Alma.
Two failed, yeah, there's a down-up right there. Now, two failed bench attempts. She needs one successfully to register a total. Also representing India, but in the 57 kilo junior class. Almas with a 75 kilo second attempt. Much smoother. Three white lights, almost collecting precious kilos in the battle with Fitch from USA to make it onto the podium.
77.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Victoria.
Victoria representing Poland with 77.5 kilos. Loaded for a second attempt in the 52 kilo sub-junior class. A little too much. She'll have another attempt though.
Next lifter, Denisa Turkova, 80 kilos, followed by Sejal Makwana.
Denisa Turkova from Czechia up next with an 80 kilo
Bar is loaded for
second
Denisa.
attempt in the 52 kilo juniors. Denisa taking a sizable 10 kilo jump from her opener. This would be the biggest jump in the 52 kilo junior class so far. And she gets it, and if you noticed, she got the start command, actually waited for her coach to start telling her to go down. Now that is discipline.
80 kilos. Bar
Stick to the
is
game plan. The
loaded.
coach guides her down as it hits the touch point on the chest. Motionless, gets the press command, and she's off. Makwana in the 57 kilo juniors missed her first bench attempt, 80 kilos. Sticking with the same weight. If you remember, it came up almost in segments, but there was some up-down. You're allowed to pause. Can't have up-down motion. That's coming down almost in segments as well. Much better, much more clean.
Good
Judges
clean.
agree, 3 white lights, and she's on the board.
Next lifter, Madeline Fitch, United States, 80 kilos. Bar is loaded for Madeline.
Madeline Fitch of US, 80 kilo even. 2.5 kilo jump, somewhat conservative. Team USA coach there watching tentatively. Smooth and easy. Collects another 2.5 kilos.
Next lifter, Sarah Amaker from USA. Bar is loaded.
It'll be interesting to see now. Fitch is opening with a bigger deadlift than Almas. But it's definitely going to come down to the last deadlift if she's going to be pulling for silver. She's got a big enough spread to not have to worry about defending bronze. And in the 57 kilo sub-junior class, Sarah Amaker, 80 kilos, 5 kilo jump.
Your spot. Row it. Row it. Finish it and hold.
American coach guiding her along the way.
Next lifter from Italy, Giulia Giuliano.
It makes it a lot easier, not just for those cues, and you'd be surprised when you got a lot of weight over your chest how much those cues go out the window if you don't hear them in game time, but also relieving the tension and anxiety when you hear your coach's voice, guiding you through it. I mean, that'd make a difference for anybody. You can imagine if you're a teenager at the IPF World Championships on the other side of the world. Now, Giulia Gliona from Italy won the 52 kilo junior class, 82.5 kilos loaded for her.
Good lift.
3 white lights, it's a good lift.
Next lifter, Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan, followed by Zuzana Kula from Poland, 82.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Amina.
Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan, 82.5 kilos for a second attempt. We are in the 57 kilo sub-junior class.
Good lift. Next lifter, Zuzana Kula, 127.5 kilos on the bar, followed by Emily from Germany.
Back into the 52 kilo junior class where Kula
Bar is loaded for
putting
Kula.
on a display, already collecting a world record, 2 to be exact, in the squat event, taking 127.5 kilos in the bench press event. Well ahead in squats, well ahead in bench, and well ahead in the projected.
Good
Blue white
play.
lights, and she locks it out.
Next lifter, Emily Finner from Germany, 140 kilos.
See
Bar
the
is
leg
loaded.
drive kick in as that barbell leaves her chest. And Emily from Germany in the 57 kilo juniors will retake 140 kilos. Emily, a heavy favorite to win the overall here. Her total projected is 510 kilos just with her deadlift opener. She hits this, she's right back on pace. If she continues to miss, really shakes things up in the 57 kilo junior class. And order is restored in the 57 kilo juniors.
Good play.
Emily's on the board.
Next lifter, Alexandra from Romania. Followed by Nina Ablayeva. 62.5 kilos.
And Alexandra from Romania in the 57 kilo class will kick off the third attempts.
Is loaded.
A look at where we rest so far after 2 rounds of bench pressing. So far, all the ladies but one have got a bench on the board.
No lift.
No lift, no too much.
Nina Ablayeva from Kazakhstan.
Nice catch by the spotters. Ablayeva from Kazakhstan, 65 kilos. We're in the sub-junior 52 kilo class. Oh, a little sticking point there. Down, up. Spotters take it.
No lift. Next lifter, Karolina Milatova from Slovakia. 65 kilos. Bar is loaded.
We will stay in the 52 kilo sub-junior class, where Milatova from Slovakia will attempt 65 kilos as well. Also a no lift.
Only next lifter from India, Bitasha Singh. 70 kilos. Bar is loaded for Singh.
Bipasha Singh, 70 kilos. This will be the 3rd time taking this weight. She needs to hit this, or she will
needs
not
this lift
be
to stay
able
in
to register a
competition.
total.
Give her a big hand. Come on, Bipasha.
The strength seemed like it's there. She just has to steady herself, not let the nerves get the better of her, and maintain her bar path both down and up. She looks very much more poised this time. Oh, I think she might have done it. Wow. The control on the way down was a lot better, that's for sure, which set her up for the press on the way up. If you remember the previous attempts, there was a lot of stops and bumps along the way.
Followed by Almas from India.
And Singh can breathe a sigh of relief as she gets a bench on the board. Now we're going to move back to the sub-junior 52s as Victoria attempts 77.5 kilos once again. Missed this on her second attempt. Victoria has a pretty big lead in the sub-junior 52s. Uh-oh, little down up. Not gonna happen today.
Knowledge. Sheikh Sadia Almas from India, 77.5 kilos. Bar is loaded.
Almas from India, 77.5 kilos. We're in the 57 kilo juniors now. Trying to increase her spread over Fitch. Oh, not gonna happen there.
Knowledge.
So far, 6 lifters up in the third attempts, and only one has got her third bench in, and that was
Bar is loaded for
Singh,
Denisa.
who had failed to register an opener a second attempt. These ladies pushing themselves to the limit in the third and final bench attempts. Takova, 82.5 kilos. We're in the 52 kilo junior class. Oh, wow. Talk about a fight. Just a little too much. Now, if you're wondering, you won't get the press command until the barbell is motionless on your chest. And she struggled to get it motionless on her chest there. You see in the replay a controlled descent, but once it got to the chest, it was a stitch wobbly for a little while. Finally steadies it, gets the press command. In the 57 kilo juniors, Fitch representing the U.S., nudging up another 2.5 kilo to 82.5. If she hits this, she's just 2.5 kilo behind Almas from India in the projected. She needs these 2.5 kilos. It's 2.5 kilos less she'll have to deadlift if she's going for the silver medal. It's a game of inches.
Good
And she
move.
hits.
Next lifter,
The battle in the 57 juniors continues.
from Italy. 85 kilos is loaded.
.52 kilo junior, Julia Gliona, 85 kilos for her third and final bench.
Good play. Next lifter, Sejal Makwana, India.
And that was an important
85
press.
kilos.
Julia
Bar
now
is loaded.
10 kilo behind Singh from India in the projected. Starting to close a little bit of ground because Singh only got one bench in, where Julia got all three. Makwana from India now in the 57 kilo junior class, 85 kilos. Had to take 2 attempts to get 80 kilos, moving up 5. Makwana back on track. 2 in a row.
Sarah Amaker, United States, 85 kilos. Bar is loaded for Sarah.
Moving to the 57 kilo sub-junior class. Sarah Emaker, 85 kilos, 5 kilo jump. It's a very tight race in the 57 kilo sub-juniors. Kazakhstan's Karamova, just 7.5 kilos ahead of her in the projected. Every kilo counts. Here's 5 more if Sarah can hit this. And hit it she does. 3 white lights.
Next one, Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan. Bar is loaded, 87.5 kilos.
Speaking of Karamova from Kazakhstan, here she is. 5 kilo jump as well. If she hits this, she stays 7.5 kilo ahead in the projected. She misses. That lead diminishes to only 2.5 kilos. It's getting tight. She hits, but it's still a close battle.
Next one, Zuzana Kula from Poland, 132.5 kilos. This will be European Junior bench press record. She already get this.
Moving into the 52 kilo juniors now, a European bench press record by Susanna Kula from Poland, 132.5 kilos.
Bar is loaded.
5 kilo jump. Making history in the squats, breaking world records, making history in the bench press event, potentially breaking European records, and pacing for a world title. And you know what? When it comes to the bench press, as the weight gets heavier, all the lifts seem to look the same for Kula.
Next lifter, Emily Finner, 153 kilos.
Nice pressing there by the Polish lifter. We're going to move to the 57 kilo juniors, where Emily, representing Germany, will take a junior bench press world record. 153 kilos. Now Team Germany opting for the chip. The chip being a 0.5 kilo jump up. You don't have to move in 2.5 kilo jumps if it's a world record. Emily, a heavy favorite to take the gold overall, but would love to add a world record along the way. Emily missed 140 in her opening attempt. Looked like a misgroove. Hit it in her second, jumping up 13 kilo now. Oh! Nope. Same situation as her opening bench press attempt. Laughs it off as well. Easy to laugh it off when you're pacing to be a world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're completed the bench
You see the leg drive kicks in and just cuts a little early just before lockout. And there's a peek at the standings. In the sub-junior 52 kilo class, Victoria from Poland taking the gold medal, Carolina taking the silver, and Ablieva from Kazakhstan taking the bronze. In the sub-junior 57 kilo class, Amina Karamova from Kazakhstan taking the gold, Sarah Amaker from the US taking the silver medal, and in the 52 kilo junior class, Susanna Kula from Poland taking a European record as well as the gold medal, Julia from Italy taking the silver medal, Denisa Turkova from Czechia taking the bronze medal, and in the 57 kilo juniors, Emily Fern pacing for the gold overall, taking the gold medal in the bench. Makwana, who initially had a bit of a rough start, steadied herself, taking the silver medal, and Madeline Fitch from the U.S. taking the bronze. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a 20-minute break and be back for the deadlift event. You don't want to miss this. It is a toe-to-toe battle, and there is a peek at the standings as it rests now, but there could be a huge shakeup. We'll see you in 20. Welcome back to the IPF World Championships live in Istanbul, Turkey. We have the women's sub-junior and junior 52 and 57 kilo classes. I am Ryan Six-Pack Lapidot. Here's a little peek at the totals so far. This is the subtotals. A lot can happen and get shaken up once the bar hits the ground and the deadlift event starts. In the 52 kilo juniors, Kula just running away with it, taking world records in the squat, European records in the bench. In the 57s, Emily, representing Germany, also running away with it, but not the case. Below her were Almas and Fitch battling for the silver medal, a very tight race. In these sub-juniors 52s, the Polish lifter, Chikota, a far and away lead in the gold medal. And then the 57 sub-juniors, very close battle. Only 7.5 kilos separates Sarah Amaker of the U.S. and Karamova of Kazakhstan. It is going to be a very tight race for several of these ladies battling for the podium, and the deadlift event will sort it all out. We're about to get underway. 122.5 kilos loaded for Denisa Turkova in the junior 52s.
Good lift. Bar is loaded. Karolina
Militova from Slovakia, 120 kilos for her opening deadlift. 52 kilo sub-junior lifter.
Good lift. Next lifter, Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan, 120 kilos. Bar is loaded. Amina Karimova.
Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan, 57 kilo sub-junior, opening with 120 kilos.
Good lift. Next lifter, Denisa Turkova from Czechia, 122.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Denisa.
Denisa Turkova of Czechia, 122.5 kilos. We're in the 52 kilo junior class now.
Good lift.
3 white lights.
Next lifter, Alexandra Kazaku from Romania, 125 kilos. Followed by Sarah Amaker and Victoria from Poland.
In the 57 kilo junior class, Alexandra representing Romania with a 125 kilo opener.
Bar is loaded for Alexandra. Good lift. Next lifter, Sarah Amaker from USA. Bar is loaded for Sarah Amaker. United States of America, 127.5
U.S. Sarah Amaker with 127.5 kilos in the sub-junior 57s. And she's in the midst of a battle for that world title. Makes easy work of 127.5.
Next lifter is Victoria Tikora from Poland. Bar is loaded.
Sub-Junior
135
52,
kilos.
Victoria from Poland, 135 kilos. Pacing for that world title, looking to bring it home to Poland. Makes easy work of 135 kilo.
Lift is good. Next lifter, Sejal Makwana, India. Bar is loaded.
India's Sejal Makwana in the 57 kilo junior class, opening with 140 kilos. Solidifies her total and gets on the board. See if the judges agree. I think they do.
Good lift. Next lifter, Giulia
Giuliona from Italy, 145 kilos for opening deadlift in the 52 kilo junior class.
Giuliona. Good lift. Next lifter, Madeline Fitch from United States, 145 kilos. Bar is loaded.
57 kilo junior Madeline Fitch, 145 kilos for opening pull.
Good lift. Next one, Dipasha Singh from India, 150 kilos. Bar is loaded for Singh.
By Pasha Singh, representing India in the 52 kilo juniors, opening with 150 kilos. By Pasha, pacing for a podium finish, but it's going to be tight. Let's see how this moves.
No lift. Next one, Sheikh Sadia Almas from
Take a look at this, why it's a no lift here.
150 kilos. Bar
Beat
is
the down
loaded for
command.
Almas from India.
You won't notice that on the replay. It's a shame because the weight wasn't an issue. Also representing India, Almas in the 57 kilo juniors. Almas makes easy work of her opening dead.
Good lift. Next lifter, Emily Finnern from Germany. Bar is loaded, 150 kilos.
Emily Finnern from Germany. Opening with 150 kilos. And makes easy work of it.
Good lift. Next lifter, Zuzana Kola from Poland, 157.5 kilos.
Zuzana Kula from Poland in the 52 kilo
Bar is
juniors,
loaded for Zuzana
opening with
Kula.
157.5 kilos. Zuzana racking up world records, European records. And once she hits this, solidifies herself as the world champion. The rest of the field too far back to catch her.
Good
3
play.
white lights, and she does it.
Next lifter, Denisa Turkova from Chelsea.
Taking a look at the deadlift ranking after the first round. Still 2 more attempts to go. Don't want to read too much into this. All the lifters but one have hit, and this is how the totals have shaken up.
Karolina Milatova.
You see, we do have some races onto the podium, if not for gold, for silver and bronze. The lifters, of course, can change their last deadlift twice. Expect some jockeying, some strategy applied by the national team coaches. Moving back to the 52 kilo juniors, Denisa Turkova, 127.5 kilos for her second attempt. Fails to lock it out.
No lift, sorry. Next
Now she's
lifter,
got another
Nina
attempt.
Ablayeva
Just that
from
lockout.
Kazakhstan.
Can't
130
quite get there.
kilos.
Nanel Ablayeva from Kazakhstan. 52 kilo sub-junior with 130 kilos for her second attempt. Sizable 10 kilo jump.
Bar is loaded for Ninel Ablayeva.
Looking to increase her lead on Milatova. Should she miss, it's not without reason that Milatova could cover that ground. Swap her bronze for Ablayeva's silver. That should settle that argument.
Good
3 white
lift.
lights.
Next lifter, Karolina Milatova, Slovakia. Bar is loaded 130 kilos.
Speaking of Milatova, here she is, 130 kilos as well. Not only is there the total medals, but there's also the individual deadlift medals as well. Milatova's in the hunt for that.
Good lift. Next lifter, Amira Karimova from Kazakhstan. Bar is loaded 130 kilos.
Amina Karimova, 57 kilo sub-junior, second attempt, 130 kilos. Hits it,
Good lift.
and
Good
looking to
one.
maintain her 10
Next
kilo
lifter,
spread
Alexandra
on
Kazak
Sarah Amaker from US.
Romania, 132.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Alexandra.
Moving back to
from
the
Romania.
57 juniors, Alexandra from Romania. 132.5 on the bar for her.
Good lift. Next lifter, Sarah Amaker from United States, 135 kilos. Bar is loaded for Sarah.
Moving back to the 57 sub-juniors, Sarah Amaker, 135 kilos.
Nice and tight.
She has a bit of ground to gain on Karimova if she's going to try to take that 57 kilo world title.
One finish, please.
Handles the 7.5 kilo jump.
Good there. Next lifter, Victoria Chikoka from Poland. 147.5 kilos.
Victoria Chikoka, 147.5 kilos. We're in the sub-junior 52s right now. Chikoka, a pretty big lead in the 52s. Looking to pad that total. Oh, shoulders bobble. I don't know if the barbell went up, down, or it's just the shoulders. We'll see what the refs say. 3 white lights, just the shoulders.
Next lifter, Sejal Makwana, 147.5 kilos.
Sejal Makwana, we're back in the 57
Bar is
juniors.
loaded for Sejal Makwana.
147.5 kilos for her second attempt. That was a tough second attempt. Looked like she's got it. Judges agree. Doesn't exactly leave the platform confident, though.
From India, 150 kilos. Followed by Madeline Fitch from the United States. Bar is loaded for Bipasha Singh.
Bipasha Singh of India. Now that's Maddie from US. There she is. Singh, 150 kilos. We're in the 52 kilo juniors right now. Missed this under opener. She needs this to solidify her total. Oh, that should do it. Waits for the down command this time.
Good lift. Next one, Madeline Fitch from United States, 152.5 kilos.
Now it'll be Maddie Fitch,
followed by
57 kilo
Julia
juniors,
Gigliona.
152.5 kilos being loaded. Maddie in the projected, literally 405 neck and neck with Almas from India. The
Bar is
tightest
loaded
of
for
battles.
Madeline.
Maddie weighing less than Almas, so she just has to tie on total, and tie will go to the lighter lifter. Pivotal, 7.5 kilos getting picked up right now. Looks like she's done it.
Good lift.
3 white lights. The pressure is back on Almas and Team India.
Gigliona from Italy, 155 kilos.
We're going to move back to the 52 kilo
Bar is
juniors,
loaded
where
for
Julia from Italy will attempt 155 kilos. Julia currently pacing for bronze, but close enough, within 10 kilos in the projected for the silver, should the opportunity arise. Hitting this and adding another 10 kilo will help. It's a hit.
Good lift. Next one, Sheikh Sadia Almas from India, 160 kilos.
Back to the 57 kilo juniors, where Almas from India, 160 kilos. $10 kilos she needs if she wants that silver medal. Maddie Fitch chasing her down to swap the bronze for the silver. Oh, wow. Almost looks like she has all types more in the tank as well, and she will be pulling after Fitch,
Next lifter, Emily Finner, Germany.
which is a favorable position to be in when you're trying to battle for the same medal.
Bar is loaded for Emily
Staying in
from
the 57
Germany.
kilo juniors, Emily from Germany, 162.5 kilos. Emily in the projected over 100 kilos to the next competitor. Just putting on a display here at the Junior World Championships. The world record, if you're wondering, is 547 kilos. She's pacing for 517.5.
Good lift. And the next one, Zuzana Kula from Poland, 167.5 kilos.
Speaking of world record, Zuzana Kula from Poland in the 52 kilo juniors about to break the total world record.
World Junior total record.
Once she hits this, 167.5,
Bar
it'll
is
give her a
low for
505
Zuzana
kilo
Kula.
total.
Big hands.
The current total world record is
Already got
501.5.
on the bench.
Kula
Now she gets the
putting on a clinic
World Junior total
at the IPF
record.
World Championships. And she does it. 3 white lights with 1 attempt still in the bag.
We're moving to the third round.
Before we move on to the third round of deadlifts and final round of deadlifts, here's how the totals look
107.5 kilos.
for the 52, 57 sub-junior and junior classes. You could see some shakeups with the final deadlifts.
Karolina Milatova from Slovakia.
Take this standings with a grain of salt.
Bar is loaded for Denisa.
And we're back on the platform. Denisa Turkova from Czechia, 127.5. Missed this on her second. She will finish in 4th in the 52 kilo juniors.
Sorry, no lead. Next one, Ninel Ablayeva from Kazakhstan, 135 kilos. Bar is loaded for Ablayeva. Kazakhstan.
Ablayeva from Kazakhstan, 135 kilos. We are back in the 52 kilo sub-junior class. She'll remain a silver medal overall, but for the deadlift event, she'll swap her bronze for silver with 2 lifters still to go. Oh, has she picked up that silver, if temporarily? Nope.
Sorry, no lead.
Locked it out, wasn't a clean lift.
Karolina Milatova, 135 kilos.
Yeah, there was some up and down, probably a little bit of ramping as well. You're not allowed to use your legs to support.
Karolina followed by Amina Karimova.
Staying in the 52 kilo sub-juniors, Karolina Milatova from Slovakia. 135
Bar is
kilos.
loaded for Milatova.
Overall, taking the bronze on total in the deadlift, the silver. Regardless of how that poll went,
No lift. The next lifter, Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan, 135 kilos.
moving to the 57 kilo junior class now. Karimova from Kazakhstan, 135 kilos. She needs this because Sarah Emiker of US is chasing her down for this world title. She locks it out. And will finish with 377.5. Now Sarah Emiker,
From Romania,
will she decide to load up that last deadlift and pull for the win? I'd be shocked if the Americans don't. There is no third lifter that's going to try to swap their bronze for Sarah's silver. It's risking nothing. put a pin in that. We'll revisit it later. Back in the 57 kilo juniors, Alexandra, 142.5 kilos, 10 kilo jump for her. Settling into 5th place.
Sorry, no lift.
No lift. Take a look at the replay.
An attempt change.
Yeah, there was a clear down up. Not sure if the shoulders got all the way back. Yeah, they eventually do. No lift nonetheless.
Sarah Amaker,
Back in the 57 kilo sub-juniors. Like I said, the Americans doing the smart move, loading up the win for the 57 kilo sub-junior world title. 150 kilos, 15 kilo jump. Risking nothing,
For Sarah Amaker
but
from
could get the
United
world.
States of America.
All comes down to one final pull for Sarah and Team USA.
Tight up her back. Hey, come on. Watch those knees. Tight, tight. Watch your heels.
Oh, wow. Sarah's past the knees. It slows.
Keep pulling. Keep pulling.
This is the longest deadlift attempt I've seen in a while, and just a little too much. You know what? Sarah can leave the platform knowing she left it all out there. Team USA did the prudent move, loaded up, pull for the win, and Sarah did her job by emptying the tank in a monumental effort. That's what powerlifting's all about. Back into 52 kilo sub-junior class. Victoria from Poland, 152.5. Victoria is your 52 kilo sub-junior world champion. This is adding kilos to her total. She already has a deadlift gold medal as well. Misses it, but again, nothing changes. That is your world champion.
Sajal Makwana. Followed by Madeline Fitch.
Moving into the 57 kilo juniors, Sajal Makwana of India, 152.5 kilos for her third and final. 7 lifters so far, only one of them have got their final pull. These ladies pushing themselves to the limit at the IPF World Championships. Makwana pulling double duty as an athlete and a national team coach. Comes up uneven. No lift.
No lift. Madeline Fitch from United States of America. 157.5 kilos.
And it's all come down to this for Maddie Fitch and Team USA, loading up 157.5 kilos. This will nudge her ahead of Almas, who has yet to deadlift, but it'll force Team India in Almas's hand. Can Fitch swap that bronze medal for the silver?
Bar is loaded for Madeline Fitch.
Oh, she locks it out and does her part. Team USA hits, and Maddie goes 3 for 3 in the deadlift event. Now all the pressure is on Almas and Team India to pull for that silver medal. But first, we're going to go back into the 52 kilo juniors, where Deepasha Singh will attempt 160 kilos. Deepasha in a bit of a battle with Team Italy for their silver medal. This will give her a 390 kilo total. Expect Italy to change their final attempt and pull for the silver medal, depending on what happens here. Battles for the medals ensuing. No
Next
lift.
one, Giulia Giuliona from Italy, 162.5 kilos. She wants the second place. Giulia followed by Sheikh Sadia Almas.
Giulia from Italy, pulling 162.5 kilos.
Bar is loaded for Giulia.
This will pull her into a silver medal position. In the 52 kilo junior class. Locks it out. And it's good. Giulia pulls into silver.
Sheikh Sadia Almas from India, 167.5 kilos. She wants to be first in the deadlift and second in the total.
Back into the 57 kilo junior class. Almas representing India. Loads up. This will give her the gold medal temporarily in the deadlifts, but more importantly, swap her bronze for silver. Taking Maddie from US a silver medal. Her and Maddie have been going toe to toe all day. How does the story end? We're about to find out. And Almas seizes the silver. Team India adding more medals. 2 world champions yesterday, collecting more medals today, and becoming a major force in the junior equipped division.
She got the European bench press record for juniors. She got the total record and now changed.
Now, Kula Susanna, I think we're going to stay in the 57s actually, because I see Emily has 170 kilo loaded. Kula has 172.5. That's Emily. Representing Germany in the 57s. This is your world champion in the 57 kilo juniors. Adding a 7.5 kilo jump onto her total if she hits this. Oh, wow. Emptying the tank for it. Comes out of her hands as she gets past the knees. And Kula in the 52s for the juniors, already the world champion, looking to extend the total world record. They're loading up 172.5 kilos. And this will give her a 510 kilo total. Coming into the day, the total was 501.5.
She's a record breaker.
Smashing world records. Right from the squat, right to the end.
Come on!
Did she get the down commanding time? Let's see. No. Proves to be academic. Kula already broke several world records, is your 52 kilo junior world champion, making history throughout.
EX Sports Stand and get your NFTs.
And we will take a look at the deadlift standings.
All you have to do, go to the EX.
We had plenty of shakeups. Victoria taking the gold in the sub-junior 52s. Sarah Amaker of US taking the gold in the 57 sub-juniors. Susanna Kula taking the gold in the junior 52s. And Almas taking the gold in the junior 57s, representing India. Take a look at the final standings. 52 kilo sub-juniors. Victoria from Poland taking the gold. Abliava from Kazakhstan taking silver, and Militova from Slovakia taking the 52 kilo sub-junior bronze. In the 57 sub-juniors, Amina Karamova from Kazakhstan taking gold. Sarah Amaker taking the silver medal. And in the 52 kilo juniors, Susanna Kula breaking multiple world records in a historic day with a 505 kilo total taking the gold. Giulia from Italy taking the silver. And Sai overcoming early adversity to clinch the bronze. In the 57 kilo juniors, Emily from Germany putting on a clinic with a massive 517.5 total, taking the gold. Almas overcoming the gutsy run by Fitch, clinching the silver. And Maddie Fitch taking the bronze for Team USA. It was a phenomenal day of lifting. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the medal ceremony.
give the medals. And Farshid Sultani from Iranian Powerlifting and Asian Powerlifting President. In the 52 kilo sub-juniors division, in the squat events, we have Karolina Milatova as the third. And the second is Ninel Ablayeva from Kazakhstan. And Victoria Chikoka from Poland, first. Thank you. In the bench press, the third place, Nina Ablayeva from Kazakhstan. Karolina Milatova from Slovakia. And the bench press champion, Victoria Chikoka from Poland. Thank you. In the deadlifts, third place, Ninel Ablayeva from Kazakhstan. Karolina Milatova from Slovakia. And Victoria Chikoka from Poland. Thank you. Now, in the 52 kilos sub-juniors total, third place, Karolina Milatova from Slovakia. Ninel Ablayeva from Kazakhstan. And the 52 kilos sub-junior champion is Victoria Chikoka from Poland. Please stand up for the national anthem of Poland. Thank you. And now we're moving to the 57 kilo sub-juniors. In the squats, second place, Sarah Amaker from United States. Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan. Thank you. In the bench press, second place, Sarah Amaker from United States. And Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan. Thank you. In the deadlifts, second place, Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan. Sarah Amaker from United States, deadlift first. Thank you. In the 57 kilos sub-juniors total, second place, Sarah Amaker from United States. And the 57 kilo sub-juniors champion is Amina Karimova from Kazakhstan. Thank you. Please stand up for the national anthem. Big hands to athletes that competed today. And next one, 52 kilo juniors. Squat, third place, Denisa Turkova from Czechia. And second place, Vipasha Singh from India. And Zuzana Kula from Poland. She got the world juniors record as well. In the bench press, third place, Denisa Turkova from Czechia. And second place, Giulia Giuliona from Italy. And Zuzana Kula from Poland. She got the European bench press record as well. In the deadlifts, third place, Vipasha Singh from India. And second place, Giulia Giuliona from Italy. And Zuzana Kula from Poland. Thank you. In the 52 kilo juniors, third place in the totals, Vipasha Singh from India. And second place, Giulia Giuliona from Italy. And 52 kilo juniors champion, Zuzana Kula from Poland. Big hands, she got the record as well. Please stand up for the national anthem of Poland. Thank you. Now we're moving to 57 kilo juniors squat. Third place, Sheikh Sadia Almas from India. And squat second place, Madeline Fitch from United States. And squat champion is Emily Finnern from Germany. Thank you. In the bench press, third place is for Madeline Fitch from United States. Second place, Sejal Makwana from India. And first place, Emily Finnern from Germany. Thank you. Now we're moving to the deadlifts. Third place, Madeline Fitch from United States. Emily Finnern from Germany. And the deadlift first place, Shaikh Sadiya Almas from India. Thank you. And now 57 kilo juniors total. Third place, Madeline Fitch from United States. And Shaikh Sadiya Almas from India. And the 57 kilo juniors champion, Emily Finner from Germany. Thank you. Please stand up for the national anthem of Germany. Thank you. And all the athletes, you can visit the EX Sports stand to get your digital profile written, the IPF sponsor EX Sports stand.